Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon, and we're going to talk about video games. We're going to talk about Elon Musk, and we're going to talk about X freaking the hell out, Ian Walker freaking the hell out. This is interesting. This is Ian Walker from Polygon, who I thought got gone. Apparently he didn't, but I think he's the guy who did the PS5 review, and he actually made it all about Trump. So now he's now he's gonna talk about Elon Musk. Look, a lot of people are big mad. What is going on? Elon Musk said that he wants to create a gaming studio as part of X and make games great again. And look, do I think he could actually do it? Yeah, I think he could do it. I mean, people are trying to say, hey, he doesn't know anything about video games. I'm like, dude is the best Diablo 4 player in the world. I guess that's what I'm hearing, but like, he's very familiar with video games, right? And he's also listening to a lot of developers in the gaming space, or former developers, or people who have been pushed out of gaming because of the quote unquote woke mind virus. So this is kind of like the perfect storm of everything. Now, the only thing that gives me pause is he's talking an AI gaming studio. And I'm like, well, what does that mean exactly? Because I'm seeing a lot of really terrible AI games. And I think in the future, AI is going to be really cool for game development, but we still need a more human component there. And I hope it's not going to be like, oh yeah, we're going to generate like really shitty AI games on the fly with Grok. And it's going to be like, Flash games or something like that. But I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's sort of mobilizing a team of people who are tired of the direction of AAA gaming in particular. And I know he's listening to a lot of these people. I know he listens to Grums. He follows, or did follow, Niche Gamer for a while. And I'm sure he's been in contact with, or spoken with, or interacted with a lot of people who, were legends in their own time, right? Because, back in the day, a lot of game developers had the same work ethic that Elon Musk has now. And it was get in, get it done, do it right. You look at Notch, who created Minecraft, kind of same kind of a mindset, right? So yeah, I mean, do I think he could do it? Absolutely. I think he could do it. Do I think it's a good idea? I think it's necessary. I think we need alternatives. And I think that, AAA gaming has just nuked itself. And I could see there being a time in the very near future where there is a more democratic way of producing games. We have a lot of indie games that come out on Steam, and, I enjoy indie games now more than I do AAA titles. But like, it seems like we need to have more of an organized push, I think, to expel the quote unquote woke mind virus completely from mainstream gaming, to salvage what's left of it. But I don't know. We'll see. We're going to read this. We're going to look at some of the reactions to it. He does have the money. I don't know if this is a conflict of interest to be like, okay, so not only does he have a social media platform, not only is he supposedly talking about or joking about whatever, looking at MSNBC, not only is he building rockets and electric cars, not only does he have the president's ear and is going to audit the government, but now he's going to make video games too. And I think developers should be current AAA developers should be very scared if that is the case, because he could pull it off. I'm just saying. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Go out to clownfish-.com. Check out our merch. We got some new merch. Join the I'd say the Plus Club, but it's actually the Minus Club. Go out to Locals. clownfishtv.locals.com. We have the same content out there, and we're trying to, build up the reef outside of YouTube, because I don't know if I trust YouTube. I don't know if I trust Google much anymore. There's some weird stuff going on this year. So let's go out to Polygon and see what Ian Walker has to say. Elon Musk wants to make games great again with AI Studio. Elon Musk, the richest person in the world and new BFF of President-elect Trump, plans to wade into the video game industry by opening a studio. Okay. He detailed his vaguely defined plans on X, the social media site he bought in October 2022. And I love it because people said it couldn't happen, and it happened. Which has been losing users. Yes, they still have almost 600 million users. Way more than Blue Sky. Too many game studios are owned by massive corporations. Musk opined the morning of November 27th before going on to announce his own massive corporation. XAI is starting an AI game studio to make games great again. XAI bills itself as working on building artificial intelligence to accelerate human scientific discovery, guided by our mission to advance our collective understanding of the universe. Yes, they have Grok and the ChatGPT style bot available to X Premium subscribers. Sticking to facts so far. It's unclear what Musk knows about how video games are developed or how a studio is run. Well, like I said, he talks to a lot of people. And I guarantee you there are people talking to him privately, being that he is a big gamer himself. Though that hasn't prevented him from sharing his opinions on the field in the past, like when he crafted the worst Elden Ring build of all time and celebrated grinding his way to what some believe is a dubious top ranking in Diablo 4. Maybe he's still stinging from being heckled at a major Valorant tournament. What's Valorant? It's Valorant. Who the fuck cares? I just say it's fucking Valorant. Who cares? In any case, it appears those of us with a stake in this medium who already abandoned X for greener pastures, bluer skies, will still need to keep an eye on Musk as he continues to cozy up to the United States President-elect Donald Trump, who has a long history of favoring the business of his allies and turning their enemies into his own. Oh my God. He's dark MAGA. I look forward to the people engagement farming by proclaiming victory in the culture war, and the people engagement farming by performatively declaring how much they personally loathe this fake studio's entire output, competing to convince everyone that they are the most unbothered by all of this. And what the fuck? Okay, whatever. Look, they're big mad, right? I can't read. I mean, some of this is word salad. Culture Crave puts this up. Elon Musk says he's starting an AI game studio to make games great again. What the fuck is going on anymore, man? Tom here says, I know nothing about games and I want to make my own. How hard can it be? What? Did you miss the part where he's like really good at Diablo 4? Did you miss the part where he actually does tweet about and talk about video games often? Did you miss all that? Torch News says, excellent news. After all the woke slop Western AAA game studios have produced over the past 5 years, Elon has an opportunity to disrupt how Western games are made and offered to gamers. Modern Western AAA game studios don't respect gamers. No, they don't. You're supposed to basically buy whatever they put out. If you don't like it, you're a bigot, Nazi, transphobe, homophobe, blah, blah, blah. Well, actually, they're not using Nazi anymore because it's cool to hate Jewish people now, I guess, or something. Some people think it's cool. I don't think it's cool. But, I've seen a lot of anti-Semitic stuff going around now. Why is this man so obsessed with AI? Because that's his business, dude. Now, here's the thing. Oh, this is funny. This is actually kind of funny. I don't know if AI is quite there for games, but being used, as a tool to help produce games, yeah. Do I want AI generating games whole cloth? Hell no. Hell no. It's going to be a disaster. Although there are some pretty cool things that can be done with like AI filters. I've seen people running games and then like running them through a filter that changes the whole look. Like you can actually have a platformer look like a Yoshi game, with the yarn. And then you can also have it look like, a 16-bit game, or you can have it look like, it's in high def or whatever, using different filters, which is actually pretty cool. And that could be a huge, no pun intended, game changer for like HD re-releases and stuff like that. Just be like, how do you want to play this game? Do you want it to look like it did in 2005? Or do you want it to look, like photorealistic? Or do you want it to look stylized? How do you want it to look? Using AI to create games, yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's my concern. I gotta tell you. But his unemployed ass, make Twitter great again and get rid of Elon. That's not going to happen, dude. What a fucking loser. He is beyond incompetent and has to use AI because never doesn't know shit about game development. There's a pretty strong argument to be made that he's literally the most competent man in the world. Yeah, I would, he's definitely the wealthiest. Literally every game studio uses AI to some extent now, dumb fuck. I think they do, and they don't admit to it, but I think they do. And remember that whole controversy around Pal World? Like, they're just AI Pokemon. They're using the AI. Then they actually had the concept art and whatever. But eventually it's going to be normal. And this is a whole nother thing. Like, I'm going to talk about AI and art. And I don't understand why it has to be a zero-sum game, personally. Like, why does it have to be like everything has to be hand-drawn or everything has to be AI? It has to be generative AI. Why can't it be like, yeah, I do like 75% of it myself, and then AI comes in and helps me finish the artwork and clean it up and maybe correct perspective here. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what's going to happen eventually. We're still going to need humans making the game. But I think he's just looking to integrate it more into it. It's just going to make Diablo worse. You lost me at AI. How about just game studio? Not everything needs to be AI. I agree with this. AI game, nice joke. Do you think modern games are undermined by woke activists? Well, I don't know. Let me say, yeah, I'm going to say, yeah. No. Oh, man. Absolute ass. Well, it depends on the account, right? Make games great again. No one's going to be touching an AI generated game. I'd rather play something with a human dev team. I don't think we're talking zero sum. I think we're talking augmented development teams. Does that make sense? Having a team of maybe 5 to 10 people producing a game like we used to do back in the day. Right now, what would happen, just hypothetically speaking, let's say that Elon Musk does this and he uses AI and these dev teams are augmented with AI assistance, and you can produce a game that looks like a $200 or $300 million AAA title, but you're doing it with a skeleton crew and AI. That would be pretty exciting. And it would also be pretty terrifying if you're working in AAA gaming and now a studio of like 5 or 10 people can produce something that used to take hundreds of people. Well, guess what? All of a sudden, hundreds of people are out of a job. And that's what they're terrified of. Truly creative people will look at this and be like, oh my God, this is amazing. I can finally make the kinds of games I've always dreamed about, but we could never get them through the gauntlet of the corporate bureaucracy, right? We could never get them greenlit because they were too risky. And we might actually see some experimentation in games again. You know, we have a lot of experimentation in the indie space, but a lot of those games are kind of relegated to, you know, low poly games or, you know, sprite based games. Just imagine if you could produce a game that looked just as good as, you know, the latest AAA title, but with a skeleton crew, with the help of AI. That would be pretty damn cool. You know, it would be. And I think that's where things are going to go. I mean, that's my personal opinion. And it's the same with comics and same with animation. And like, I think everybody's afraid that humans are going to be, I have ass on this screen last time. I didn't realize I had ass on the screen. We'll just put this half naked guy. No, I don't want to put a dumb ass. Oh my God. I think that's the mistake people are making, is that they think it's going to completely replace all humans in game development or in animation or in comics. And I do not think that is the case. I think we're going to have augmented artists, augmented developers, not with actual chips in their head, although he's working on that too. So who the hell knows? But like, we're going to have people that are effectively cyborg artists. And I've been thinking a lot about this lately. And this is a whole nother rabbit hole. And I want to do a video trying to gather my thoughts on this, but I am completely okay with the idea of being a cyborg or augmented artist where, you know, I'm producing work that is, you know, 75% me or 80% me. And then I've got AI, using AI like a tool, like you use Photoshop or, you know, a tablet, a digital tool, and then letting the AI kind of do some of the grunt work for me. If it meant I could create better art faster, that's still my art. Generative AI is, you know, where I'm like, I don't exactly know where I fall on this. I know people get on us because we do AI thumbnails. It's disposable content, right? It's YouTube. They're YouTube thumbnails. It's disposable. People watch the video once, they never watch it again. The next day they watch, you know, whatever videos coming out. And so, you know, I don't really feel like, I'm not charging people for that either. You know, I feel differently as like if it's a comic book or a video game or a tabletop game or something. I think that, yeah, you probably have to disclaim it, but I'm actually excited about the idea of augmented development or augmented art, not replacing artists, but making them better. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, if we had that kind of a mindset, Like, we wouldn't be driving cars. We wouldn't be wearing clothes. We wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything that we, like, human beings by their very nature are augmented by technology on some level. You know, if we weren't, like I said, we'd be naked in a cave somewhere. And maybe some people are into that. I don't know. But I don't want to be a cave dweller. Anyway, this is neither here nor there. It's interesting, even if he does any game development, he's got the resources and the connections, and I guarantee you that people are going to support non-woke studios or a non-woke studio over a lot of the AAA stuff just on the principle of the thing. So expect big tits, big jiggly tits, and lots of violence, and even more big jiggly tits, possibly rendered by AI. That's what you can expect. I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Interesting stuff. We're going to keep an eye on it. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.